They are actually doing it. 6 episodes in. 6 episodes in of SAO 2, and I can probably officially say now how the pacing has been. With this episode, they actually are just following the light novel step by step, and they're actually adding in this personality now. Now, this personality with this, like, you know, how he has post-traumatic stress, where he's thinking about the 3 people he killed, Kirito, this was there the entire time. He had this type of feelings in Fairy Dance. He kind of did. And to see this finally adapted into the anime, getting to see Kirito's personality, get to see how he truly acts, that is something I have fucking enjoyed with SAO 2. And I compliment the studio that is righting these wrongs. They're making the wrongs just disappear. They're not going to completely go away, but they're slowly starting to fade. The connection between Shion and Kirito are strong now. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, I'm about to explain. Pretty much, as we already know about Shion, she pretty much has this post-traumatic stress of killing someone when she was younger, and she was trying to save her mother in the middle of a robbery. And so, with this, you know, Shion had to live with this entire thought when she was younger. She killed a person. She killed a real-life person, and something went down with her mother, as you saw with her mother's eyes being scared of Shion or whatever. And then you look at Kirito, what he reveals this episode, we already knew he killed one. But with this episode in the anime, they reveal he killed 2 other people of Laughing Coffin, and there was a total of, like, I think 20 deaths. Right there, it shows you that Kirito killed 3 people. Now, you may think, like, oh, why is he so worried about killing 3 people? He killed people, okay? He actually took someone's life, okay? Someone's life. He knew he was taking someone's life. He took 3 people's life, and he's a murderer. He pretty much is a murderer. Even if he was justified for that murder, he was still a murderer. He killed 3 people. And so you have to think about this for a second. If anyone actually read the light novels to the first SAO, or if you remember, you know, what happened in SAO with the Laughing Coffin dude stabbing Kirito in the chest and everything, well, the other 2 deaths are a lot more impactful. Kirito's always had this personality about him, and it's actually been a little bit visible in the original SAO, where he has something about death. Like, he does not like death. For instance, when he had, you know, his guild he was in the first SAO, when they died in front of him, he's always had that, I guess, weakness. When he sees death, he goes into post-traumatic stress because of that. After all the events of SAO, it's built and worn him down. And so, with this episode, it is revealed that Kirito has not moved past that point. He has not moved past that point at all. He still lives with that guilt of killing 3 people. Death Gun knows about it, because that's what Kirito is currently wondering about, because Death Gun was a part of Laughing Coffin, and you had all these major guilds just rush in and raid Laughing Coffin, and they killed a bunch of their members. And so with this, what it shows you is Kirito is fearful, because this person knows that what Kirito did. And Kirito's really never revealed this to anyone. He's never revealed it to anyone in the real life about how he killed people. This is a personality he's kept back. And with this, when he's talking to Shion, saying, you know, I didn't move past it. Pretty much he's saying, you can't use strength to move past it. It's like skill alone. And he's like still living with that guilt at the exact same time. And Shion's looking at Kirito of how can I move past my stress, my trauma. That's exactly what Shion was looking at Kirito for in this episode. And so you've got to love how the characters' personalities or their trauma from the past are starting to link together, because now we have 2 characters. We have our main female character and our main male character that are trying to move past this point in their lives, so it's past the trauma that was inflicted on them. And that is something I've really enjoyed of how they showcased it in this episode. Because clearly now you have Kirito's different outlook and aspect on how he killed someone. And then you have Shion's outlook of how she killed someone. See, the different things here, okay, is why Kirito is affected more by this, is because he killed people in the game. And as we know Kirito's personality, even in SAO, he stated that it's technically not a game. He doesn't take virtual reality as a game. That's how he is. That's what he exactly said in Fairy Dance, SAO. He said that multiple times. And he doesn't take virtual reality as a game. And so, yeah, Shion that technically looks at this as a game, but she's using it as like therapy to get past her trauma. But Kirito is going into his trauma. He's going exactly into his trauma because he was killing people in the game, and now he's killing people also in this game, which is bringing up those memories, especially when you add in the mix of Death Gun from Laughing Coffin. You know, you get probably the worst nightmare you could possibly ask for. And so, I feel like the way they handled this, it was executed properly. They did a good fucking job of following the light novels, and they kept those inner monologues once again. I have no complaints with that whatsoever, and I felt like the only part I could really see how people are going to complain about in this episode is Kirito slicing a bullet in half. Specifically, if you listen to my reviews by now, you should probably know how he was able to do that to begin with. Okay, Kirito, as I've said multiple times, I'm not going to repeat myself, I'm just going to state it quickly, it's because of his reflexes. I've explained it in multiple of my reviews, I'm not going to go back into it, but it's because of his reflexes how he was able to do that, and the only thing I noticed they really kind of cut out of the inner monologues of Kirito is that he was constantly thinking of, maybe I could slice a bullet. In his first fight against the person PvP, like last episode, he was actually thinking, like, can I slice bullets? Because he was not doing nothing but deflecting bullets. He was wondering if he could actually slice a bullet, and he managed to accomplish it in this episode. And so, I like how they did that. It kind of upsets me they removed that inner monologue, but I understand where they went. I know they wanted to try to keep the entire tension and atmosphere of what Death Gun caused to Kirito, and it was really shocking the way they actually took the time to flesh out this personality. Because this right here is the main core reason why I was fearful of rushing with Gun Gale Online. Because Gun Gale Online mainly focuses on the characters. You really have to learn the characters. You gotta know their personalities. For instance, like, if they would have rushed over the beginning episodes and you didn't get to learn nothing about Shion, she would have seemed like a cardboard fucking cutout. And then Kirito, he still has his issues with his personality and stuff because of SAO1, because they didn't explain it right. But in this, they're trying to really show his personality, what it's really meant to be, and I am really, really enjoying that. Now, really, the animation of this episode was fucking, you gotta love the improved animation of SAO. Seriously, out of all the different freaking anime of the season, it's definitely by far one of the best, especially the way they use the CGI, and you see, like, the glass flying past Shion's face. It looks so freaking good. And one thing I do want to bring up before I end this review is the entire bit of how Kirito states in this episode, like, when he's just walking up to Shion to die, he's like, I've already came here to do what I want, I don't need to kill you and all that. So it pretty much just shows you that he's not really trying to win. He doesn't have that personality like he used to have in the past. You remember how he was constantly wanting to win or be first or the best? Technically, in this now, he's not like that. For instance, he's already won, and he can die, so he's like, just kill me, and that's exactly what he was doing, but Shion didn't do it, and so they settled it in a fair duel. Now, honestly, how do you all feel about this episode? All anime watchers, how do you feel? I explained each individual scene what they are. For instance, the entire reflexes. I've explained, the entire personalities. Now we got, connection between the two characters with their trauma. We have Death Gun that's watching Kirito, and he's from the Laughing Coughing raid. Somehow he survived. I mean, you have a bunch of stuff that happened this episode. You had a lot of exposition. You had a lot of action. You had a lot of character development. That character development of Kirito was, oh my god. So, tell me your thoughts about this, anime watchers. Now, light novel readers, I want to ask you all once again, please do not spoil, because I want to keep the anime-only watchers in the dark. I don't want them to be spoiled at all. I want them to be able to enjoy this experience of SAO, but you can talk up to the events up to this very point of this episode from the light novels if you want to. And if you do want to talk about future events, please add a spoiler tag in front of the comment, because like I said, you know how I feel about, anime watchers being spoiled. So anyways, tell me your thoughts. I love this episode. If I had to rate this episode, the episode for the most part, I want to give it a 8.5 to a 9 out of 10. It's definitely in there for me, looking past, everything. I really did enjoy it. So tell me your thoughts, everybody. I love all of you so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.